Reserve Bank and the government have put in place a new policy-making structure. Shall I stifle a yawn or shall we get excited?
Oh, be excited.
Okay,
I mean, you
why?
might get a phone call,
Explain
you never
why.
know, probably not. But, okay, look, they set up a committee, and this is all about the move that we've seen just generally through corporate New Zealand towards more diversity and transparency around the boardroom table. Now, it used to be that the governor would make a decision on, say, for example, the official cash rate all on his own. But no, in the future, there's going to be a committee. There's going to be 3 representatives of the RBNZ, in addition to the governor, 3 external members, and a Treasury observer, so it doesn't have a vote on what's said there. But there'll be some very strict rules, and but more opinions will go into the mix. The Reserve Bank governor will consider other views when deciding that.
Is it still a captain's call, ultimately, or how much weight does everyone
I
have?
bet it is a captain's call. But on the other hand, he will definitely be taking on board that, so the captain's call will be more informed. It always is a captain's call, isn't it? I mean, in the end. But the thing is about a board with diversity is you get more ideas, there's different opinions, and those obviously will have some influence for sure.
Interesting. Hey, the latest house price data, it is, what, pointing to a continued softness in the market?
Yes, now that's interesting. You know, we had, I guess a lot of people were expecting the housing market to kind of really pick up with the easing of those LVRs, the loan-to-value ratios, which restrict how much the banks can lend. But it really hasn't had much of an effect. I mean, it may have caused a little bit of a blip, but basically the housing market is soft. Definitely prices have, and sales too, I suppose, have plateaued in Christchurch and in Auckland, and we saw a bit of a dip there. So what does that mean? Actually, I looked at some of the analysts were saying, and they said volatility. There's still a lot of volatility in the housing market. It's anyone's guess exactly which way it goes. But for now, definitely it's pointing to a softness. We'll just have to wait to see what happens in February.
Okay, what else happened today on the markets?
Interesting. Well, we had some interesting data out of China, which showed that their surprisingly strong numbers out of China in terms of their trade surplus. It topped what the forecasts were, and imports were in fact lower than expected, and this isn't going to help the trade talks. Imports from the U.S. plunged 41%.
41%.
Big 4-1. Now that's just amidst the talks that are going on right now. So how's that going to play with the White House? Who knows? Meanwhile, our market fell just over 0.5% by 48 points to 9,285. And our dollars hung onto those gains from yesterday. So 68.3 US cents, 95.9 Australian, and 53.1 pence.
Thank you, Nona.